E.N.D here. The news is just in. The Ben Hammer have been casted again. Yes, today is the day, August 26, 2019, Ben and Restricted announcement. And we have very, very big news. Let's begin from Modern, because Modern is the most, I think, anticipated news. Modern, HOGAAK Erasing Necropolis is banned. Faithless Looting is banned. Stoneforge Mystic is unbanned. Yes, you heard me well. I think HOGAAK is not a surprise that this card got banned. Everyone was crying for the banning of HOGAAK. HOGAAK deck was too powerful in Modern, and HOGAAK Erasing Necropolis got the ban. This is the first card from Modern Horizon, a set released a couple of weeks ago, and HOGAAK is banned. The surprise, in my opinion, was Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting is also banned. I thought that maybe Faithless Looting or HOGAAK will be banned, but both of them got banned in Modern. Therefore, Faithless Looting is also banned. And a very big surprise, Stoneforge Mystic is unbanned. Yes, you heard me well. Finally, we have the unban of Stoneforge Mystic. Stoneforge Mystic is a card, currently is around $35. If you are in chance, go on eBay, go on TCG Player, try to buy one of these cards for $35. This card will skyrocket in price to about $60 to $80. Stoneforge Mystic is unbanned in Modern. But there are more news. It's not only Modern, there is also a news regarding Standard. Rampagiog Ferocidon is unbanned. A year ago, this card from Ixalan was banned. In my opinion, the deck that this card was in was too powerful in Standard, it was dominating, and Rampagiog Ferocidon got the ban at that time. Now, with Ixalan that is going to rotate out in a month's time, with the release of Throne of Eldraine, Ixalan will rotate out from Standard. Rampagiog Ferocidon is again available in Standard. If you can brew a couple of decks with this card, you are in time. You have 1 month time of playing this card in Standard, and as I said, Rampagiog Ferocidon is unbanned. But there are more news in the vintage format. Yes, there are 4 cards that have been restricted and a card that is unrestricted. Karn, the Great Creator, the Planeswalkers from War of the Spark. This particular card is restricted in vintage. We have also Mystic Forge from Corset 2020. We have Mental Misstep, Golgari Graveyard. These are all restricted in vintage. It means that you can play only one in your deck. Eastbond is unrestricted. This is Karn the Great Creator, as I told you, the Planeswalker card from War of the Spark. Mystic Forge from Corset 2020. Golgari Gravetroll. And Mental Misstep, another card with Phyrexian mana that got a restriction or ban. Last time we have Getaxian Probe. And last but not least, Eastbond is unbanned. These are the news. The news have now been released, and I'm covering as soon as possible so you know what is happening in Magic the Gathering. A little bit of small summary. Vintage, Karn, Mystic Forge, Mental Misstep, Golgari Gravetroll are unrestricted, Eastbond unrestricted. Standard, Rampagiog Ferocidon is unbanned. Modern, I think this is the big news, HOGAAK and Faithless Looting, both of them are banned. Mystic Forge, Stoneforge Mystic is unbanned. If you can grab a copy of this card at $35–40, do it immediately. I think a lot of orders will be cancelled. This card will skyrocket to $60 and $80. Leave me a comment below. What do you think about this banning? Will this change Modern and the decks in Modern. Faithless Looting is a key card in a lot of decks in Modern. Now is banned. HOGAAK everyone was anticipating the ban of HOGAAK, but I don't think that someone was anticipating the ban of both HOGAAK and Faithless Looting. You can leave me a comment below, and here there is a subscription button. Subscribe for my channel because I always cover news about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.